Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about our newest reptile to the reptile room and why we got him during a time like this and how we managed to come across it, and a few other things like 2 new arrivals that are getting delivered on the 23rd of this month and a few other things. So yeah, just stay tuned and right guys, now if you're already over the Instagram with us, which is ARC_exotics, you probably already know what this surprise new reptile is. So we're going to show you, do a little walkthrough, but after that, in a later video, we're going to have a whole care guide come out, diet, housing, husbandry, stuff like that. But other than that, today we're just talking about what we've got coming in to that tank over there, the empty one. And now what we've got at the minute here today, which was unexpected. So yeah, let's get into it. So we'll start off with this pane of glass, which has got a graphic of loads of green grass. Seeing that, you probably already know exactly what it is. So let's have a look. Here we go. This is Gus, our leopard tortoise, and he's absolutely stunning. This is the first tortoise I have ever kept. It's something that I've always wanted to keep, and I felt like a leopard tortoise was ideal because the sulcata are perhaps a bit too big. The leopard tortoise is, I think, the 4th biggest tortoise in the world. And yeah, the opportunity come up. We went round, visited the parents, done it in a safe environment, and it's just brilliant. So this is his setup. At the minute, we're just monitoring the dome, the basking spot, because we just want to keep an eye on that and make sure that it's the correct temp. So we've got a little Exoterra digital thermostat there, and then we've got obviously his cool nighttime bit, and then just a little bit of decoration, but he does go in it quite a lot, to be fair. Got a little one of the rubbish thermometers on the cold side, bit of food that he's made a mess of, calcium dish, water dish, cuttlefish bone. But other than that, basically a little walkthrough of him, and like I say, in a later video we'll be doing a care video. But yeah, he is now part of the ARC family. So welcome to Gus, everybody. Now, for those of you that were wondering how we managed to get a reptile during the coronavirus outbreak, we're currently in full lockdown in the UK for essential travel only. But I had a mate who had 8 or 9 babies, I think it was, and they basically just couldn't keep going out to get the maintenance they need for them, such as food, vegetables, stuff like that. Yeah, it was just they were eating through them. So they've actually gave us this little guy, but we left them some money because it is only fair, because at the end of the day they're not a cheap species of tortoise to own. But yeah, we done it in a safe environment. It was completely, you know, legal, the distance was kept, stuff like that, so there's nothing to worry about there. We had the setup already, we just didn't have the equipment. So he gave us some bulbs and stuff like that. We've monitored all the bulbs, all the temperatures are how they should be. And yeah, like I say, this is the newest guy. He's a little bit shy at the minute, but won't be long till he comes around. Give him a little stroke on the head today. Whereas yesterday he was going back in his shell, but today he's not. As you can see, he's quite, you know, curious and stuff. We took him in the garden as well, because the temperature in the UK is quite nice at the minute. So other than on that front, that is about it for the tortoise table. Right, now for this tank, there is actually nothing in here, but I have changed it slightly. Should probably put the light on for the video, but we're using that plug for Rolo's UV at the minute, so we'll just have it off. Put some vines across here because, again, if you're over on the Instagram, you know exactly what is going in here. It's a 1.1 breeding pair of lined day geckos, so they're going to enjoy this setup quite nice. It's got the custom made 3D background, which, well, you probably won't see much on that because it's the same colour. Put some jelly pots in there, but they're not got the seal off yet, but they're just in there so I don't lose them. We've got a few more plants coming from Swell Reptile and the massive package we've got, which we'll be doing an unboxing video of. And other than that, we've put a few of the isopods in there and getting them ready, but they should be arriving with us on the 23rd of this month. So we'll be unboxing that and showing you guys what they're like and how they're settling in. Now, as for the isopods, I know quite a lot of you ask about the isopods. I feel like over the last couple of days I've perhaps struggled because we've been giving them some Pangea and some Repashy, but the custodial fuel from Arcadia we ran out of. So we've ordered some with Swell Reptile and that is coming in the unboxing, but that has not yet been delivered. So I've just been giving them some cucumber and leftover jelly pots and Repashy mix, but I know you guys always like me lifting up this main bit here where they are. There's absolutely loads. And we've had so many orange babies, so we'll keep them down there. But yeah, they're all doing well at the minute. Look, we've given him some tortoise pellets and he seems to be enjoying that. He's picked up a whole one to himself, so that is obviously something they can eat. Oh. But yeah, we thought we'd put some tortoise pellets, said banana flavour, so quite fruity, so we thought they'd like them. But other than that, on that front, they are absolutely fine. Now, the isopod setup is just a little transportation tub, but that is more than fine for isopods, but that is currently in that square there. Now, these isopods are either going to be going to the other square next to it or elsewhere, because in this spot here, we have a 20 by 20 by 20 Exoterra coming, which is the smallest one of the Exoterras, and with that we should be getting a African, or a Pac-Man frog, commonly more known as, but we're still undecided on the colour, whether to go for an albino or an ornate, a greeny colour. So yeah, but the tank is arriving with the swell order, so we'll be doing an unboxing like I said before and showing you what we've got. As for last and most definitely not least, Rolo. Now, I went to bed last night and he didn't look like he was up for a shed, but we woke up this morning and there's a lump of shed hanging off the log. As you can see, just a bit further down from that, talking of shed, there is currently an isopod in molt. I didn't know if you knew, but isopods molt just like reptiles shed. And obviously once they have molted, their skin and their shell is a lot weaker, so they sort of just sit to rest or they hide. Yeah, so Rolo shed, but he is currently, if I can get to him, just there, if it will focus, there we are. So Rolo's doing just fine. We got him out to feed him the other day. He's a rescue, if any of you guys don't know. He never eats from the actual pot himself. He always has to be hand fed, and he basically cleared out that whole tub of mango Repashy. So yeah, other than that, he's getting some UV, and he's also, as I said to you guys, a lot will be changing and we'll be getting a lot more reptiles. From a week's time to 2 weeks before, we had the point of just having one in this room, which is the least amount of reptiles we've ever had in this room. So we've gone from one, which was Rolo, and then from there we're now getting the 2 line day geckos delivered, we're getting the Pac-Man frog, and we have the leopard tortoise as well. So in the space of a couple of weeks we've added 1, 2, 3, 4 more reptiles, and with Rolo as well, it's now 5 in this room. So we are getting quite a good amount in here. Obviously we've got the isopods as well, but there's still a few things on my list for this year that I'd want. 2 of them mainly being a red-eyed crocodile skink, because all of you guys on Instagram love it whenever I share someone else's video from them caring for them. One of my videos have got over 100,000 views on there from a crocodile skink eating, so I'd really like to get one. And also the red-eyed tree frogs as well, because when you can get a close-up photo of them, they look crazy. They look so detailed. So yeah, they're the 2 things sort of I'm aiming for by the end of this year, but we've still got a long time left. But other than that, now, like, I don't know if any of you guys know, but all my editing I'm doing is currently on my iPhone. I don't have a laptop, and I'm recording on my iPhone too. But I think I've learnt a way to basically record my phone screen and put it up against me. So if I can do that, I'll show you to either that side or that side the swell order that we've got coming. Basically just a run through now, if it's not on the screen next to me, is stuff like leaf litter, because we need some in the day gecko setup and a little bit more in the isopods. Got some sphagnum moss again for both of them, and the African Pac-Man bullfrog as well. And then we've got loads of little things like the Pangea and the Repashy. The rapace, we've got the grab and fruit one, which we haven't gotten before, so hopefully he likes that too, and just a few little stuff like that. But say, you should be able to see it, but if you can't, that's a little run through of what we've got coming, and a few plants, stuff like that, and the Exoterra tank. So yeah. Also, one last thing before we go, back to what I was saying about hopefully being able to get the screen up against my face so you can see what I'm showing you and what I'm talking about on my phone. We've started up a Just Giving, which is a UK charity site where you can donate safely and securely and help a certain charity that I have specifically picked. I've picked the NHS Trust, and I'm getting a target of £100 to shave my hair and do daily exercises until this is achieved. So hopefully I can put the link in the description, and I can put the screen up here so you can see. But please, any little helps, whether it's £1, £10, whatever, hopefully we can do that, and then we can see a funny video on here of me getting my head shaved. Other than that, like I said to you, I will be doing a full setup video and care video for the leopard tortoise Gus. But I think we've covered everything. So thank you for watching the video, and be sure to stick around for more of this little guy. See you on the next one.